Hello and welcome to today's live lesson with me, Richie. This is AM Language, and I hope you're all having a good day. It is Wednesday, and yesterday it wasn't possible to give a lesson, but today we certainly are giving a lesson, and I'm just going to share the lesson. So, I'm not too keen on, I don't know about the lighting. There's a combination of light and, well, inside light and outside light. So I'm not sure if the lighting is brilliant. It should be good enough for now. Maybe tomorrow I can play around with the lighting a little bit, so it's a little bit better. Right, so you should be able to see you should be able to hear me, and you should be able to see the lesson pop up on YouTube. Marek, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson. Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to today's lesson. So guys, today we are going to look at other words really for the word beautiful, but we're going to focus on context, because context is going to make a really big difference in all this. So that's going to be a key, that's going to be a very important element of today. As always, guys, make sure that you follow the lesson in the live chat section, and that doesn't matter if you're watching now or later. That is where the action happens. Arena F, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson, and thank you for joining. Privyet, hope you are doing well. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and in Malta, it is raining. That's what the weather's like today. I don't know what the weather's like where you are. Let me know what the weather's like. We are now into December, so we can begin to count down towards Christmas as well. I mean, this year's going to be slightly strange Christmas, I suppose. I can't think of any, I don't know. Hopefully we have a good Christmas. And if you live in some parts of the world, maybe you will have a beautiful Christmas. Arena F says, Richard, there is no program of your lesson on Facebook. Where can I see it? There's no program of this week. Really? Let me check. That would be strange. Let's see. Thank you for telling me, Arena. Right, let me see if I can see what the problem is here. Yeah. Okay. That is strange. Yeah, there's no program of this week on here. Well, that is very strange. Thank you for letting me know. I was not aware of that. Okay. Let's see if that can be sorted. Okay. Right, hopefully. Well, no wonder there are so few people here. Interesting. Thank you for telling me. Okay, hopefully that is going to be solved. Anyway, we'll get into today's lesson. 5 minutes, we're 5 minutes in. Maybe people will see it later. And hopefully normal service room returns tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for coming. Let's get into it. So we've got this word beautiful. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm sure that you guys already have an idea of some synonyms of beautiful, but we're going to look at increasing that range in today's lesson. But context is going to matter. So that is what we're going for today. So let's begin. I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So we might say something like, Roberto, good afternoon, buono pomeriggio. So we might say something like this, okay? She looks stunning, for example. Okay, so she looks stunning. So we can automatically see that because I've used this word stunning, we can see that this is a synonym for the word beautiful. But then I'm going to give you options in terms of what context can we use this in, or how many different contexts can we use this. So we can go with A. We can go with the way a person looks. This is in terms of it being used as beautiful, okay? A beautiful view in terms of a landscape view. And C, we can do this with a really good goal in football. Okay, so I'm going to give you some context. You will then come back and tell me. You might say A, you might say A and B, or you might say A, B, and C. Okay. Now, the correct answer here, Arena F, you are correct. A is correct, and B is correct. Now, C is incorrect, and I will explain why. Yes, you can say it's Alida, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson. Buenos dias from where you are in the world. And buono pomeriggio, Evelina. So you can say, for instance, the thing with C is this, okay? We said here a really good goal in football. The problem is a really good goal in football, with the sentence, if we were to say that's a stunning goal, the meaning is going to be amazing rather than beautiful. So this is what I'm getting at. I'm going to give you words, and I'll give you one example of a sentence, but then I'm going to give you options. And it's always going to come back to context. So stunning, you can say she looks stunning, and that means beautiful. We could say that's a stunning view, which means a beautiful view. But when it comes to football and we say that's a stunning goal, there we're saying that's an amazing goal. Now you might say, what's the difference? Well, something amazing doesn't mean it's beautiful. So we're trying to be a little bit more accurate with our language. And it's true, in a word like stunning can mean amazing and it can mean beautiful, but the context is going to make a really big difference. So that is what we're going to go with today, and let's see how you guys get on. So let's go with the next one that I'm going to go with, and I think I'm going to go with this. Okay, so like I say, guys, every word you see today that I put down is a synonym of beautiful. The question is context, okay? The word is becoming. So A. Okay, well, that's the example of the sentence. Sorry, what's a becoming dress? The question is, what type of context can we use this with? And Ola Kishanova says, hi, hello, Ola. Olia, I think I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the lesson. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And thank you for joining. So Does becoming mean this? Okay, we know it means beautiful, but what's the correct context? Okay, we've got to talk, to describe the way someone is dressed, to a landscape view, see food. So, what do you think, guys, is going to be the correct answer here? Actually, I've nearly forgot. Oh, I see what I've done here. I have put C instead of 3. Sorry, 3 is food. I'm going to add a fourth one, actually. Conversation skills. Okay, so we've got 1 to describe a dress. Roberto agrees. Arena F agrees. So we've got what a becoming dress. We've got to describe the way someone is dressed, landscape, food, or conversation. All of you are saying 1, and 1 is correct. 3. Alida has put down for 3 in terms of food. That's becoming food. Let's see what the correct answer is here. So 1 is correct. Okay, definitely number 1 to describe the way someone is dressed, and this can be for both sexes. So you can say that's a becoming dress, or that's a becoming suit as well. So that's a becoming suit as well. It's a good suit. That's what we're really saying. So you can use it for both sexes. The other one, we cannot use it for any other examples that I've put here. However, there is one where you can use it, but it means something slightly different, and that is number 4, which I will give you an example of. So when it comes to number 4, okay, what we really mean, and it's something to do with you'd go with when it talking about conversation. So conversation, okay, this is when we're saying something is suitable or appropriate. And an example would be, for instance, this would be an example sentence. Do not talk too much to your cousin. It's not becoming. What we're saying is that this would not be the right situation to talk to your cousin. For example, if it's a business meeting, we would say, you might say, don't talk too much in this meeting. It won't be becoming. Okay. It won't be becoming. You've got these sort of slight differences, but I want to focus primarily on the word beautiful. It's just a little bit of extra knowledge about this word. So what I would like you guys to do, we'll come to it later when you guys will have to choose which word to use for the context. So like appropriate, yes. So you could say, for instance, you could say that's becoming of you, thank you, for example. So if someone has done something appropriate, maybe a nice gesture, you could say, oh, that's becoming of you, thank you, or how becoming of you, thank you. Again, this could be something to do with like a present. For example, someone gives a present and it's a really thoughtful present, so you can say, oh, how becoming of you, thank you. Oh, so how becoming of you, thank you. How appropriate. And this is it. Becoming in this sense means appropriate. Okay, so it's gone from the word beautiful to the word appropriate. So context really matters. So let's now move on to the next one, and then we'll then look at some options. So let's go with this next one over here. I think this one's quite a good one. Word that we're going to look at here is breathtaking, and this is the example sentence. So let's now think of the context. A. B. C. And D. Okay, guys, let me know. Is A, B, C, D? If you think it's all, you can go with all. Roberto says A for landscape. Well, that would be correct based on the example sentence. The question is, can we use it for any others? The way someone looks, a car, house, horse, a banquet, which is a party where there's a lot of very impressive food. A and D, says Alida, and Marek says A. Well, the answer to this one is all. A, B, C, and D. All of them are going to be correct. Feel free to give me an example sentence just to see how you think you could use them. So you can describe landscape and a view as breathtaking. You can describe the way, let's say, we would reserve it for certain occasions when the way someone looks, like a wedding, like she looks breathtaking. The dress is breathtaking, for example. So you would use it to say, wow, that's really impressive. That's beautiful. So we wouldn't use it necessarily for, you wouldn't go to work and say, say to something, wow, you look breathtaking. You're trying to, it's a serious compliment. So you're going to reserve it for an appropriate occasion, such as a wedding. In terms of possessions, you can use it for certain type of possession. So a car can be breathtaking, like a Lamborghini. If you own a very impressive house, or you visit a very impressive house, or you go to a castle, you can say that's breathtaking. You can also use it for certain animals that you might own. Let's say race horses. It's a breathtaking horse, for example. You could use it. So if you, for instance, if you go to Argentina, the landscape is breathtaking, and they have some breathtaking, some horses look breathtaking. They're very impressive, very beautiful horses. But we only reserve that type of word for a very, specific sort of thing that looks really impressive. The view from the top of the mountain is breathtaking, says Alida. Yes, that's a prime example in terms of how we would use it. And finally, D, a banquet. A banquet is a party where there's lots and lots of food, and it's usually a formal dinner party as well. A lot of impressive, impressive wine, impressive food. The knives and forks look impressive. Everything about it is impressive. It's like from maybe if you watch The Crown, for example, it would be that type of dinner party you might see in The Crown. Then you could say this is a breathtaking dinner party, for example. So you could use them for all of these different scenarios. Okay. You can't use them for you, but again, it's at the top over here. So I'm now going to give you some sentences, and you need to choose one of the words from the list. So you're going to have stunning. You're going to have, what was the other one that yes, becoming, and you're going to use breath taking. Now, in some cases, there's going to be some that are going to be, they're going to overlap a little bit. So there could be more than one potential answer here for some of them, and in others, you can only use one. So let's see how you guys get on. So, A. A, B. C. And D. Oh, let me just rewrite the last one because I got that one. There we go. Okay, so Roberta says for A, you've got stunning, becoming, and breathtaking. You look stunning in that dress. It's breathtaking. You look okay. I think so. The option 2 is either becoming or breathtaking. That's what you're saying. So you look stunning in that dress. It's becoming. It's breathtaking. I think if you're going to use becoming, I would use the word it's most becoming. Or yeah, I would just add it's most becoming, and then yes, you could use it. Roberto. Marek says you look stunning in that dress. It's breathtaking. Yes, Marek, that reads well. So Roberto and Marek, you're off to a good start. Let's see what your other answers are, and let's see what the others reply with as well. Let's see what you guys come out with, and then we'll move on to some slightly different ones. B, you've got to think of this one. What something view? It's something. So Alida's come in with some answers here. A is stunning and breathtaking. B is stunning and breathtaking, or breathtaking and stunning. So you could swap them around. C is becoming, and D is becoming and unbecoming. Sorry, breathtaking and unbecoming. Well, guys, Alida has given her complete answers to all of them. So if you agree with Alida, just let me know in the live chat if you think it's if you agree with a leader. If you don't agree with a leader, let me know which ones you disagree with. Let me know which ones you might disagree with. As you can see, stunning and breathtaking, these two are interchangeable, okay? Interchangeable. If you can use one for one of them, you can use the other word for the other. I would say stunning and breathtaking are two excellent, excellent synonyms of the word beautiful when talking about the way people, certain types of clothes on certain people, especially when it comes to views and all the rest of it. So Roberto agrees, and yeah, look, I'm going to say that that is the complete correct answer there. Arena F agrees as well. So these are the answers. Yes, stunning, breathtaking is correct. Stunning, breathtaking is correct for B. Can you say breathtaking and stunning for B? Can you swap them around? What a breathtaking view. It's stunning. What a stunning view. It's breathtaking. Yes, those can interchange. Marek says, what a stunning view. It's breathtaking. Excellent. That's correct. C, becoming. That's correct. And D is breathtaking and unbecoming. Yes, unbecoming is not appropriate in this case. I slipped that one in. Brilliant. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next one. We've done really well there. Let's look at this. I'm going to try and change the context just a little bit. Okay, we've got this word. Now, you will see this word spelt with an E at the beginning. I'll just tell you how to pronounce this word to begin with. The first thing that you guys need to know is the correct pronunciation. Yes, it is spelled with yes, it is spelled with en, except the correct spelling of it is slightly different. Sorry, the correct pronunciation is slightly different. Instead of enticing, it's in. Okay, it's in. It's enticing. So that's where the stress is. It's enticing, and sorry, that's not where the stress is. Sorry, I'm going to confuse you. Let me change that. The first bit is in. Okay, it's enticing. It's enticing. But what I want to stress is that the en in enticing. Okay, it's always difficult when you don't have a board. Let me do it this way. En, okay, enticing. I'm going to do it this way. So enticing. The en is an in sound, okay, and the stress is on enticing. So enticing, enticing. Okay, I got there in the end. So we've got the sentence, the food looks really enticing. The question is, how can we use this word? A. To talk about how attractive the food looks. To talk about an option that is very attractive. Such as a holiday or a price. I'm going to change this, such as a holiday. C, to talk about the price of something. So we've got those three options. Enticing. Don't forget, guys, we're thinking always in terms of beautiful. So the synonyms of beautiful here. To talk about how attractive the food looks. I mean, food can look beautiful. It's true. You can have a beautiful cake, for example. B, to talk about an option that is very attractive, such as a holiday. A holiday, maybe you think a holiday can be beautiful. Alida says all of them. Okay. Marek says A. Evelina says A as well. Roberto says A and B. Now, you can definitely use A and B because enticing here can have the same meaning as beautiful. C, on the other hand, this is talking about the price. Now, can the price be beautiful? Not so much. It's not talking about anymore in terms of beautiful. It's just talking about it's an attractive offer. It doesn't necessarily mean beautiful. So A and B are correct. C, yes, you can use enticing, but it's not going to have the word beautiful. Yes, tempting is a better option. Tempting is the better alternative. That's what we mean by a price. I don't know if a price can ever really be described as beautiful, other than yes, that's a tempting price. Yes, that's a good price. Okay, I'm tempted to go and I'm tempted to go for the offer, basically. So context makes a difference. That's why. And funnily enough, it comes into the next word. So the next word is no, but if I go for that word, it might confuse. I'm going to go with this one instead, because I think if I go for this one, it's not going to be as confusing. We'll go with elegant. We go with elegant. I was thinking of going to go with tempting. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking of going with tempting, but I wonder if I can do it on the live chat without confusing you guys. Because it requires, usually I would go with this in some kinds of visuals. You know what? I'm going to have a go. We'll come back to elegant later. Let's go with tempting, okay? Because tempting can have the same meaning as can be a synonym of beautiful, and I did do that correctly. Context is going to make a major difference here. Okay, so let's go for it. It's so tempting. Right. Let's think of a context. B. Okay, guys, which ones can you use? Which ones are correct? Which ones are not correct? Okay. A, the car is beautiful. The car is tempting. B, she's so tempting. She's so beautiful. C, the food is so tempting. The food is beautiful to look at. D, the price is so tempting. The price is beautiful. A, C, and D, says Roberto. We'll see. Let's see what you guys say. Alida says D, A, and D. So don't forget, guys, we're thinking tempting as in terms of beautiful. Context, obviously, here is going to really matter. So just as with the one before, okay, where I said A and B were correct in the one before, but I said no to the price. The answer here is as follows. A, B, C, and C can all be correct in certain contexts. Price can be tempting, but it won't mean the word beautiful necessarily. It's very unlikely. It's a bit of a jump to get the word tempting to sound, unless you're actually, you know what? You could use D. I'm going to change that. You could use D in terms of I've just thought of one because of the way it sounds. So you can actually use all of them. But let me just qualify what I mean by D. It's so tempting because the price is beautiful to the ears. This is a very, very specific context. It's not normal, but this is how you could use the word tempting when you're talking about price. And that is in terms of the ears, okay, the way it sounds. But you can use the others, but we have to be careful. So the car is beautiful, the car is tempting. This is obvious. If you're looking at a Ferrari, if you're looking at a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, you know, something that looks beautiful, it's tempting to look at because it's so beautiful. And that's what we mean. It's tempting to look at because of the beauty of it, because of the beauty of it or the person. And that's what we mean by tempting. When we're saying tempting has the same meaning as is a synonym of beautiful. It's because we can't help but look at it. So that's why, especially if there's a possibility of having it, for example, or being with the person. So that's why, for instance, we can say that a car is tempting because it looks beautiful and maybe you could own the car. B, we have to be careful. A person, what's the best way to describe this one? Okay, what the context for this one would be, you see someone you meet someone, you go on a date or whatever, and you think they're really beautiful. Actually, a better way of looking at it would be this. You see someone for the first time and they're really beautiful and they are very attractive, and the temptation to go and speak to them becomes very, very strong. You're very tempted to go over and speak to them. So that would be one context. We have to be careful with option B because we don't want to, you don't want to end up in the problem of using the language in an objective sense, even though people will use it in the objective sense. C, the food is so tempting. Yes, we all know about food looking wonderful. And finally, D, as I've explained, this would be an option of the way to use it. Now, I do want to look at the word elegant because that was the word I was going to look at. Okay, so elegant. Really look at Two more, actually, because I've just realized the time. And oh, there's so many others that we could have used here. And grand. These are the last two words we're going to look at. How can we use these two words? Let's start off with grand. A. To talk about something is. B. And the other one. Elegant. Oh, these are some examples. Grand, you've got A, B, C, and elegant, you've got A, B, C, and D. With grand, grand is a word you would hear a lot in Ireland, to be honest. If you ever go to our island, you would hear people say, "What a grand day," for example, or "Oh, that is grand." So to talk about, I forgot the word about. Sorry, guys, for A, grand. It should be to talk about how impressive something is. B, to talk about the weather. C, to talk about an occasion. And then elegant, you've got the way someone looks. Talk about food, wine, and dance. What do you guys think? If you think all, you can just say all, by the way. That is an option. Grand can have two meanings, and it does depend on the way we use it. And sometimes the meanings overlap as well. So what do you guys think? What a grand day. And you looked elegant, by the way. We also have the building is grand and elegant. Sorry, and elegant. I forgot to put that. And, not an elegant, and elegant. I need to check before I press enter. Grand, A and C, but not B. Says a leader. Marek says grand is A and for grand just A, and for elegant just A. Leader says for elegant you could use C and D. And Roberto says elegant AC, and so grand is AC and elegant is A and D. Okay. The answer is for grand, you can use all of them. Grand can mean beautiful or big. So you can have a grand house because you're describing it as a big house. But you can also say a grand house in terms of this is beautiful as well. If you say, oh, what a grand day. Yes, you could be saying, okay, you could also be using it in terms of great as well. It's got a few potential meanings. But if it's a beautiful day outside, oh, the weather is grand, meaning beautiful. So you could definitely use it to talk about beautiful, big, or great. It's got those three meanings. Elegant, okay, all. You can describe a wine as an elegant wine. It's a beautiful wine. It's an elegant wine. Um, but the thing about elegant is that it's of a very um, very okay. Yes, it means beautiful, and it's of a very high standard. A very high standard. It's an elegant standard of food. So if you're talking about wine or food, here you're talking about something like if you go to a Michelin star restaurant sort of thing, like the food will be elegant. It looks beautiful, it tastes amazing, the presentation is excellent. That's what we mean by elegant with food. And it's the same with wine. If it's an elegant wine, yes, it's beautiful to look at, but it's the whole theater of the wine as well. So the glass that it's poured in, the way the sommelier or the waiter opens the bottle of wine, the type of food you'd have the wine with. This would be what we call fine dining. So in fine dining, that's where you would use the word elegant to describe the experience as an elegant experience, because everything is of a very high standard. It looks beautiful. It tastes great. That's what we mean. And a dance can be elegant as well. It can look elegant. This would be, for instance, you would use it with a type of dance like ballet, for example. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be beautiful, a beautiful dance. Also, it's supposed to be, again, of a very high standard. So anything that is of a very high standard and looks beautiful, we would describe as elegant. So when you think of dance, think of something like ballet, really. The Argentina tango, um, I'm not an expert on dance, but if Argentina tango looks beautiful and it's meant to be beautiful, then you could also describe it as elegant. So if you know what you're talking about with dance, you could definitely describe something as elegant. Tango also, yeah, okay, yeah, I think we can agree. The tango can be an elegant dance if it's done in a certain way. There has to be a certain thing with it. It's got to be of a really high standard. Marek says wine is delicious. I completely agree. It is delicious. I've just looked at the time, guys. Sorry, we've run out of time today. I wish I could have gone on for a little bit longer because there was a task I wanted to do, which we didn't get to. We'll have an opportunity maybe at the end of the week. But yeah, guys. So these are some examples. Now I'm going to share with you a link, and I'll over here. So if you want to look at more words um, that are potential synonyms of beautiful, click on the link over here. It takes you to a Pinterest page with some good examples, and have a look and use them. If you want to have a look at the type of dictionary as well that you can use, where you can see synonyms of how these words are used, please go to this one as well. I will include both of these links in the description below as well. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you, Marek, Alida, Irina F, Roberto, Arena F. Yes, I said that as well. So thank you to all of you who participated in today's lesson. Evelina, you as well. If I speak too quickly, please let me know. Just tell me in the live chat. That's all. Just tell me in the live chat and I will slow down. I don't want to be speaking too quickly. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you are new. Thank you, Alida. See you soon as well. So guys, I'll be back tomorrow, same time at 3 o'clock, same time. See you tomorrow, Irina F as well, and have a good evening. Evelina, you too. Marek, you too. And Roberto, thank you very much. Have a stunning evening. Look, if Manchester United beat Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, it will be a stunning evening. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye for now.